Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Make sure that the new year didn't bring new problems in setting this up. I think it's working. Let me make sure. Let me make sure it's working. Yep, there we are. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. As you come in, please make sure to hit the like button. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay, let me make sure I got it. Everything set up. Hi, Tarot Goddess. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year. I'm so excited. Everybody having a good New Year? Good start to the year? I know it's only day two, but still. Gotta make sure we're like even day one, day two that we're off to a good start. It could really make the difference for the rest of the year. Hey, Rumpa! Thanks for being here. Thank you. Blue looks good on you. Thanks for coming in. I am gonna start our list. Well, it's gonna start with my stuff, but let me know if you have anything that you want to put on the list. So any numbers, any birth dates, any topics that you want to talk about, we could get it on this list. I did oh goodness, what's happening? Okay. I did put together the my 2026 videos. I just gotta sit down and record them. So hopefully I'll be able to record them after we're done on live, and then I will put those out. Hi, Judy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You got any numbers for me this week? So I do want, okay, I'm starting the list. So if there's anything you want to put on this list, make sure you let me know. Let me know what we should put on this list. Oh yeah, definitely. No, that's a good one. Um, so 486 Koalaholic members. That's awesome. And I love the timing of it because we just talked about all those vibrations. Love that. Oh, okay. Great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jew. I want to make sure. Hi, LT. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a great new year and you had a good holiday. Okay, I want to talk about also the changes because we had some pretty major changes in our chart. So in oh my gosh, so I'm just gonna put today's astro chart, uh, and then hopefully I'll be able to get my words together in time to talk about that. But what else? What other numbers or um, birth dates or topics? And we could always add to it later. We could always add to it later. I just want to make sure that we at least got some kind of list started so that I don't forget. I be forgetting sometimes. Oh, we can also start a list for tomorrow. So for our hip hop day, um, because I already have gotten that the focus is supposed to be on the moon energy, which is interesting. But what we are supposed to do is pull out events and with their dates, and we need to see what the moon was doing on those dates. So that's for tomorrow. So you could be thinking about that, and if there's anything to put on, any events to put on this list, we'll put that there. And then let's see. Oh yes, okay. Um, so I'm gonna put that whole LTFM 1220. Ooh, that's good. Hey Noah, thanks for being here. Welcome in. Glad to see you. Okay. Anything else we should put on this list? I mean, this is a pretty good start. Because you know it always goes longer and farther. We always get more stuff to talk about. Okay, so let's, I guess, start with this. All right, so let's look at this 486 members that have joined the quality membership. We'll look at that first. And feel free if something comes to mind, or any questions or something comes to mind that you think about, certainly just go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll add it to the list. We'll make sure to get everything all squared away. All right, so let's do, so 486. These are the quality members. Now, the first thing I want to make sure that we remember is that we've looked at a lot that this koala tea resonates at 66, which is that numerical vibration for the English word family and happy, and also freedom. But then also, we would expect that um, this membership, it encompasses those vibrations, but also has kind of this dual vibration here that's very loud, where 6 is comfort, but when we have it in this far right position, this is really like challenging comfort zones. And challenging comfort zones could just mean that it's really looking at, are you comfortable with that? If you're comfortable with that behavior, with that thought, with the way that things are going, and it can challenge those comfort zones, because we first have to challenge the comfort zones that we're in to be able to get to an uncomfortable place, so then we can grow. And then this second 6 would be new comfort zones that are able to come out of that healing and that learning. So I think that's really cool that we have that. And then we have the 6 right here also. So with this 486, we already are getting, again, this challenging of comfort zones. And challenging comfort zones is not a challenging of individual's uniqueness, or like who belongs and who doesn't. It's a challenging of the thoughts and behaviors um, that are around the group as a whole. And they could be within the group, but they tend to not run through the group if they're not something that they are, like the group is really like agreeing to. Ooh, okay, Judy. We'll add those to the list. That's great. So we have both places, this six in this far right hand um, position, where it is challenging those comfort zones. So it's creating this safe space, it's creating this comfortable space that feels like family, is a place to be happy and is in freedom, but it also is creating enough discomfort and enough um, need to think about what are the comfortable things that we may not be need to be comfortable with in that same space. So it's a family, it's a happy place, it's feels very freeing, but within that freeing, it also is a place where um, you can learn and heal and grow together. Just beautiful. Hi, Josh. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. Well, and then there's 86 here, which I love because 86 is the numerical vibration of vibrant. So that's cool. Love that. It also is the numerical vibration of a storm. And so if you think about it, having the comfort zones be disrupted is very storm like. It feels like um, things are getting shaken up, but they're getting shaken up in a really good way. And because it's the eight here that comes next to the six, it's as these comfort zones are getting shaken up that then new cycles can begin to be created. So, new ways of doing things, new thinking. And I think that's really, really important for this group in particular because, again, with this 66, where this 66 goes to our 12 and then to our 3, this vibration is really wanting there to be a change in perspective. I know I got to move stuff around so you can actually see what I'm writing. Even not like you could read it though, because my handwriting is doo-doo garbage, but that's okay. So this 66 is asking for this change in perspective so that we can get to a place of growth together. And then that is supported by this 86 here, where the 6 is creating some discomfort, some shaking up of the comfort zones, so that new cycles can begin to be built and can begin to happen. And from those new cycles, now come this brand new foundation. And not just a brand new foundation, but a new feeling of stability. So this is actually I love this number. This is a very cool vibration, how these vibrations are coming together. Oh, nice, Josh. We're going to get that on the list. We'll talk about it. Because, yeah, 333 and 222 actually have been super active in the last couple weeks in particular. So this is awesome. Love it. And then we also can look at if we add these together, where now we get 18 that goes to 9. Uh, and this is, I just said that tomorrow we need to focus on the moon. Well, 18 is the energy of the moon, but it also is bringing emphasis to these new cycles that are created. This is what's allowing the new energy to come into the space. So, this new energy is being created by challenging these comfort zones, creating new cycles, and establishing new foundations and stability. So then new energy is able to come in and it's able to end or bring to a completion things that were done before. Because I don't know about you, but I have been very acutely aware, so very aware that there's something very different about quality, and not just in who koala is, but in the group of people that have been brought together in that space. And it really does, when you look at it vibrationally, because we're getting the same message here again, that it really is about bringing together these unique individuals that are able to contribute their unique energy to a space in order to bring about these change in perspectives and doing something new, which is amazing. And so, on that same note, I'll point out, you see, Rumple is a mod. Actually, Cousin B is a mod now too in here. And I wanted to make sure that I brought it to everybody's attention, because I have noticed that a lot of the new subscribers that have come in, and I have several subscribers that have been with me this whole time, but those two groups of people are spending a lot of time just lurking, which is fine, like absolutely fine. I just want to make sure that we are fully creating a safe space of healing, where if you want to come into the chat and ask a question or deeper dive in, or have me look at any of your vibrations, that you're able to do that. And it was really important to me and very intentional to make sure that it was Rumple Girlskin and Cousin B and myself, because that trifecta of energy is, we are I don't want to say very different, but we are. We're different individuals, and we bring different vibrations into the space. But that's the type of space that I think needs to be created for us all, to be able to learn and grow and heal. I also want to make sure that everybody knows, new and old subscribers, and thinking about being subscribers, and just lurking to lurk. I want you to know that your uniqueness is not just honored here, it's important to bring that vibration to this space. That is, long as you are standing in your most authentic self, regardless of what that looks like, you are bringing and adding a vibrational power that is meant to be here. You are meant to be here, and you are loved, and you are important. And I'm happy to have you. And I think everybody else is happy to have you. And I'm very excited to see how this healing and this growing progresses. So, all right, I'm gonna stop there before I get all extra mushy. But I love you all, and I want to make sure that you know that, please make sure that you let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you feel comfortable and safe in this space so that we can have our discussions, so that we can learn and grow and heal together. Yay! Okay, I'm just clapping for myself because go us. I love it. I love it. Hey, Tiptoe Joe, thanks for being here. Happy New Year. It's so good to see you. All right, so I got a couple of numbers I got to add to our list. And while I'm grabbing those numbers, I will also catch up in the chat. You know, because I be getting behind because I can't look at the chat because I want to just keep talking about it. And I want to be in the chat with you. All right, so we have the number 3. So Ron, if you could give me a little more context of like where you've seen number 3, is it number 3 your favorite number? Then I'll be able to give you even more information from that. And then we have Jews. Ooh, that's a good number. 2851. And then there was oh yeah, Josh's 333. All right, so while I'm on this list, if there's any others that we should look at, please let me know. Oh, and since we now have more people here. Oh, there you are, Ron. Oh, okay, it's your favorite number? Okay, cool. Cool. Thanks for letting me know. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. I love you all so much. Let's. All right, so we're gonna mark this off. What else needs to go on this list, y'all? Oh, you have been here the whole time? Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for being seen. Thank you. Okay. So we've got. Okay. Any other numbers or dates or anything? We'll talk a little bit about 2026. I do have a set of videos that are all prepped. I just have to record them. So I'm hoping to be able to do that later tonight after we're live. So then I can get you the 2026 vibrations, the general one, and the one specifically for hip hop. So I'll be doing that. Hi, Doc. Thanks for being here. I've been looking at all the things you've been doing the last couple weeks. It's so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, before I leave this list, I wanted to show this again also. So tomorrow, when we talk about hip hop or use hip hop as an example for the vibrations that we're going to discuss, it's kind of coming through that we need to focus on moon energy. You don't worry about that part. The part that you should bring tomorrow are any events, and these actually can be events with the specific dates. And we can actually do all of 2025 because I've already been given some information of like where this moon energy conversation is going to, and I think the first one is actually in March of 2025. So for tomorrow, if you want to bring any significant events from 2025 and the dates they occurred, and if they occurred word like in a date range, just bring a date range. And that's what we're going to look at for hip hop tomorrow. And some other stuff, of course. Um, but that'll be our focus. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. I'm trying to decide. I guess I should just go in order, right? I should just go in order. I'll just go in order. Let me get some water. Oh my gosh. You all are so you are hilarious. Oh my gosh. Doc and Tiptoe, you are cracking me up. Okay, I gotta stop looking at chat. Even though I love being in the chat, I gotta stop looking at it. You all crack me up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm not looking. Okay, let me go get this chart. Get this chart so we can look at, because today we actually have some pretty significant things that are happening astrologically. Wow, I was able to say that. Usually I can't say that word. I think it's because I said it real slow. But we have some interesting things that are happening that are really shaping the energy that we are going to be experiencing in 2026. So I wanted us to look at that, and then we'll get back to our specific numbers. So still, if you have any numbers or any birth dates or any topics that you'd like to talk about, please feel free to put those in the chat. Oh my goodness, Doc. Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you're in the right place then. Please, please do use this space to get whatever support and healing that you need. Oh. Oh, Josh. You better stop, Josh. Oh my gosh. Josh. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. I'm glad you got lots of support, Doc. I'm going back to the list, Josh. We're going to put the word spiderweb on here. Oh my gosh. You all are the best ever. And it's so funny because even with people lurking, especially those that I'm close to that lurk, I can feel their energy too. And it's funny because then whenever I start laughing, a lot of them start laughing too. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. All right. Okay. What am I writing? Baby, mess it up. Maybe that's my thought because I was laughing too much. Oh yeah, spider web. Spider. It's a spider. Spider web. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, here we go. Back to this chart now. So, is this big enough? Why not go bigger? Why not? Okay, so we have a few things that are happening. Let's see. Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Let's start. And certainly stop me, ask questions. Um, Even just say that doesn't make any sense. You just said a whole bunch of gobbledygook. Please explain further. um, and I will do so. So the first thing I want to point out is that we have a pretty significant conjunction that is happening here. It's right now, it's in Pisces. And Pisces is our it's our place of spirituality. It's the energy of spirituality, spirituality. So see, I can say astrological, but now I can't say spirituality. What the hell is that about? So here in Pisces, in the space of spirituality, maybe I just have to say it proper, and imagination, we have Saturn, which is the structures of things. So Saturn is like our structure energy. Yes, Ruffle, exactly. Oh, yes, Josh, I agree. I have loved LT's recent videos. They just keep getting better and better. We do need you to go live though. No pressure or anything. But then we have Neptune, which is the energy of our dreams. And so these two, so throughout really most of this year, 2026, these two energies are going to keep coming together. And what's happening is they're intertwining. And so they are working together. They're working together. And so it means that it's a time when they're coming together that we can bring structure and stability to our dreams, which is very exciting, I think. While they are in Pisces, this is, again, spirituality and imagination. This also is like where your visions for like the future. And so this is perfect timing here at the beginning of this year where you can use this energy to begin to put structures or foundations in place to help start bringing your dreams and your visions into reality. This is also a really good time to put some structure, so like behaviors, habits, routines to whatever you see as your spirituality and how to support your spirituality. So this is some really good energy right now for doing that. Also, this same energy pretty soon, I think in February, I think early February, like end of January, early February, this same energy will move here into Aries, which is all about identity. And so we'll have this energy here where we're able to use it to bring some structure to our spirituality and into our imaginations, into our dreams. And then we'll be able to apply it to our identity, like late January, early February. So I'll bring this to our attention when we get closer to that time. Okay, so then the next one that I want to talk about is actually super exciting, and I'm already seeing it happen and unfold. It's this Chiron which is our wounds. So it's our wound space. It's no longer retrograde. So I hopefully you remember. I don't know how you could not remember if you've been here at all. That like since the summer, I've been talking about these retrogrades and how we were in retrograde season and all the energy is turning inward and we're having to really look at these energies and face these energies ourselves. So Chiron has been one of those that have been retrograde this whole time. It is now direct, which means that the wounded energy is no longer being turned in on itself. It's now moving more outward. So when we think about like family or groups of people, what we have been seeing is these wounds and the triggering of these wounds are happening inside that family, but also individual space of like warring with yourself and with your own triggers and your own wounds. Now, we always have to work on our own wounds. I guess that's why we're here. But now, more of those signs and triggers that your wounds need to be worked on are going to come from outside of yourself and are going to come from outside of the group. Which what the good thing about it means that if those triggering of wounds are coming from outside of the group, now it means that the group can come together and be able to support each other in the triggering of those wounds. So that's cool. That just happened today. The other thing to be aware of is that it's always like 3 or 4 days before a planet, or in this case, an asteroid of Chiron, where the energy is amped up, like very, very strong, before it makes a directional change. So for the last 3 or 4 days, Chiron and this wounded energy has been extremely loud and extremely strong. But now it'll be tempered a little bit. So good stuff. All right, let me catch up in the chat and get some water. And then I think I have two more things. 2 more. Just 2. And then we'll get back to your numbers. Oh my gosh. Tiptoe, stop. You're welcome. You cracked me up. I'm so glad you're here. mm. Ooh, that's going to be a good one, LT. Yes. Yes, I agree, Josh. Oh, that's going to be so good. So good. Okay. So, I think I said 2 more things, right? I think so. Okay. If I said something different than 2, please forgive me for telling a little fib. Cuz I don't remember how many I told you were left. All right. So, we also have up here in Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. Well, Capricorn's sun. My mind works like a Capricorn, and it be fighting with my Libra heart quite regularly. So up here in Capricorn, which is our space of like perfection profession and like career. This is like our energy that we put towards our profession or our career space. We have an interesting combination happening where we have the sun and we have Mars. So here, right here is Mars. And Mars is the representation of our masculine energy. So we all have masculine and feminine energy that need to work together within our vibrational, energetic body. And so part of us being able to get vibrationally stable is to balance these out or to get them to work together well. We do not, I have never met anybody that has equal parts masculine and feminine energy. Masculine is very much taking action kind of energy, where the feminine energy is more of the attracting in energy. So here's Venus. Let me write this here. So Venus is also here with the feminine energy. And these three right now are rolling together, and so these energies are really working together big time right now. So the sun is like putting a spotlight and working as a bridge to bring together this masculine and feminine energies. So all that basically means is that we have some really good energy to be able to look at ourselves and look and see where is my masculine energy maybe a little out of whack. Like, where am I too quick to act? Am I taking action too quickly? And how can I use feminine energy to balance that out? So the patience, the flow, waiting for the right time, that's the feminine energy. But it also gives us the opportunity to look at where might my feminine energy be a little out of whack. Where am I waiting too long? Am I waiting too long for things to just come to me where I'm not taking action? And so how can I use that masculine energy to help begin to get that right mix and that balancing about? So the sun is putting a spotlight on the need right now to look at those things. To look at, is there a really good balance between being patient and attracting in, using that attraction, that magnet energy, and balanced with the action outward energy. We got some pretty cool things happening right now. This will actually be happening for, I think, for the next week and a half. So this is a really good time to, even if it's just thinking about how that combination of being a magnet and attracting in and taking action can be applied to any of like your resolutions, your intentions, your goals for 2026. This is a good time to be able to get those down on paper because it'll be clearer right now. It won't be as muddled. And then the last thing is, so tomorrow, I think tomorrow is the 3rd. Yeah, so the 3rd, Wait, tomorrow's the third. Yeah, tomorrow's the third. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me stop. Anyway, tomorrow into Sunday, we have a full moon. When we have a full moon, it's when the sun is directly opposite of the moon. And the moon is down here in Cancer. So it's the home nurturing. So Capricorn is our profession career area energy. Cancer is the energy that we use for home and nurturing. And a full moon is when now we get this illumination. We get a spotlight on energies. And I think these here, let me go look real quick and I can tell you what new moon this started with. Okay, so the new moon. So this is this pink part, this is representative of our full moon. But remember, we have those 4 moons that work together. And so we had a new moon that like planted the seeds and set the intentions of the energy of the vibrational flow. And then we're just coming out of the first quarter moon energy, which was taking action on those seeds or those intentions that were planted. And now we're coming into the full moon where it's now putting a spotlight on where are the adjustments need to be made and where do we need to pivot. And so this full moon in Cancer is tied to the new moon. So you can go back and think about what was planted, what intentions were started, or were just dominant in July 2024, because that's when these this is where we have intentions. And then from April, so then we had the first quarter moon, which is actions taken. So you could look at July 2024 and see what were the things that you were thinking about, what were your goals, what were your new things that were starting, what were the intentions, and all the way from July 2024 until April 2025, that's when these intentions were being planted. And then from April 2025 until tomorrow, I guess, is when, let me make sure you can see this. There we go. We are moving into this new moon. But when the first quarter moon, this was action. So you can look back. So from April until tomorrow, what were the actions that you were taking? What were you working on? What were you working towards? Especially, what were you working on and working towards? Oh, excuse me. That are connected to what you started from July until April. By looking at these, now it can help make it clearer that as we move into this full moon time, what you should be looking out for. So you're looking for what were some of the actions that I took that I need to change? Where do I need to pivot? What can I do to be able to make sure that the intentions that I want to grow are really growing? That's this full moon time. This full moon time will go until October. I don't know why I put that line. October doesn't start with a line. October 2026. And that's when the last quarter moon starts. So then that's when We will be moving into the space of bringing things to a completion, like rounding out those goals, making sure that things are ended or brought to a harvest time. Okay, so even if I wanted to write something else on here, I can't because I filled the page. So I'm very proud of myself. So let me know if you have questions. I'm going to get some water and catch up in the chat. And then we will move on our list. Because then I think we have a ton of numbers and words to look at, which is always fun. Super fun. Okay, let me see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. I know this is going to sound weird, but I like that you all like each other. Talk to each other. It's great. It makes my life so much easier. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Josh. I think that's what was happening with Dochi and Glasses Malone and all of that is very much around that Chiron wound, especially because hip hop is still going through its Chiron return. So its wounds are even more open um, and ready to be healed. And if that opening of wounds in combination with that Mars and Venus, that masculine and feminine energy working together in a professional space, that's all happening at the same time. And now with the full moon, where it's light is being shined on it, yeah, I think it's primed. That's definitely one we should talk more about tomorrow. We can look at what's happening with the moon also, because I guess that's what we're supposed to be talking about. Is how the moon is impacting these events. Because you think about it, it makes sense that the moon impacts the tides of the ocean, of these big, huge bodies of water. So why would we think that it doesn't impact us as individuals? And water is represented of those vibrational flows of the emotional space, and so that moon can really impact the flow of emotional vibrations as well. So, so interesting. I'm interested. Yeah, I got that message to focus on the moon tomorrow for hip hop. I think that's so interesting. So we'll see what comes out there. Yes, thank you, Rumpel. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All right. I know a lot of this. Even for me, I actually go back and watch my own live recordings because a lot of this is information that I'm just like bringing into the space for us to work with. But I have to go back and think about it too. So if that's happening, please do, like, you can bring questions like tomorrow or even next week about something we talked about this week. But you can also, you're welcome to contact me outside of here if your wonderings and pondering on any of these things bring up additional questions. Okay, so we did today's astrological chart. Okay, so LTFM, give me a little bit more information. Let me know if this is a date, if it's a time, if it's both. And if I wrote down your name with it to remind me who this was for. But if it's important and significant for you to know how your name is vibrating with these numbers, we can talk about that as well. Just let me know. So here we go. Let me, oh my gosh. I want to stay close to this list. So let me see if I can go. So then we can easily come back to the list. All right, so we have 12, 20. So it is, so sometimes when we have numbers separated like this, so like if it's a time or if it's a date, sometimes they want to stay separate, like two separate threads that are just woven together. And sometimes they need or they're behaving like they actually are together in one thread. And this is, it is feeling more like it is working like more like this. Um, Part of it is because we have these two twos here that they really are wanting to be together. Um, and so that's adding to it. I like that that's a smiley. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to do it. Put the eyes in there and the little nose. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let me stop. I'm sorry. I'm serious again. Oh, that made me happy. Okay, I'm serious. I'm serious. Look, it even has eyebrows. Okay, let me stop. Look at the eyebrows and everything. Okay, I'm serious. Sorry. So serious. So when we have these together, I think we could look at it both ways. So we can look at it where this is coming together and it's just bringing us to 5. But also we can look at it where we're doing 12 plus 20. That's getting us to 32. That's taking us to 5. Okay, I think I see. Yeah, okay, I see LTFM you put in here. Okay. Yes. Oh, I love that. Okay. I love that. Well, well, yeah. Who else is gonna see the faces in the numbers? Who else is gonna see the faces in the numbers? Okay, okay. I actually love that. That's, oh wow. So that's when you started writing about it. Okay. Oh, I love that. So we will add in your name because that's your header. I like it. This is so cool. So this vibration, it's like the very first thing um is this zero, which I talk about a lot, but it's that God or universe energy. And when it's in this position, so when it's in this far right position, it's like supporting and enhancing all of the rest of these vibrations. It's making them stronger and amplifying them. So that's really a beautiful thing, especially if your name is also over here, like this. So that means that zero, the God or the vibration of God or the universe or this higher power is the foundation and supporting all of this. Oh my gosh, you all are funny. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, two G's. That's a good one too. That's a good one too, Josh. Yeah, I saw the face, but you okay. So this is cool because you have this as the support. And then there's these two twos here that are coming together to make four. So it is creating this stability. Wow, that was loud. Oh my gosh. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I want to see it, LT, because you know, you know how God be working, sending these messages in multiple forms. So you have this 22 that are working together and amplifying the need to end dualism. So to end like this back and forth, this split or this division, so that a stable foundation can be formed. And then once this stable foundation is formed, now this brand new energy can come in and create change. I love that. Oh, that, oh my gosh, LT. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. And dropping that video in that full moon energy, it'll help it to be in the spotlight and be illuminating. And your videos so much bring like a perspective that we need, and that needs to be highlighted and spotlighted. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's cool. So let's look at your name and then how that comes into play. So L is 12, T is 20, F is 6, and M is 13. And this is just using, our little um, key where A is 1 all the way to Z equaling 26. I am still putting together like a little guide that has these different charts in it. So you all can start doing this at home. I am still doing that. So I will be bringing that in. Hi, Tip Tip. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you again. Seen you a couple times today, but thank you for stopping by. So let's see. So we are doing 12 plus 20 plus 6 plus 13. And I think we've done this before. Um, but this gives us 51. And so then this 51 is first it's resonating with the one that's here. Because if this, your name is 51, that means that we have these two ones next to each other, and these two twos together. This is going to be amazing, LT. I'm really excited. I'll have to make sure my notifications are like on for everybody, but I seem to never get notifications. I don't even get notifications for my own junk. I don't know why I called it junk, because none of it is junk. That's just the word that came. But then this is cool also because what basically what is happening is now the five here is resonating with this whole five. So you're getting 55, which is like that karmic energy. So it's bringing things to light that is like a reap what you sow energy. I love it. This is going to be very cool. I do want to do, I do want to do and do and do. Get tongue tied again for no reason. But I want to look at 51, and I think we should look at like this and then add the 0 at the end, because we want that 0 to continue to be the foundational base. So when we do 51 plus 122, we get 173, and then we'll put that vibrational support there again. Ooh, that's okay. That's why also. So now we have, oh, this is so cool. We have why this 3. So here's this 3. That's really bringing in this foundation of growth. I don't know what the heck they're doing across the street, or if you can even hear it. It's loud and it's crazy. But this growth is supporting the expression of the star. And also because this 17 adds up to 8, here again is that cycle energy. Like karma, reap what you sow energy is coming in again. And then this, oh my gosh, I gotta remember I went down, so I need to go. If I go down, I'm gonna run into our list. Go this way. But then this is an 11 that goes to 2 that now again is emphasizing this 2 energy, the ending of that dualism, that division. And you say all the time, I love this. You say all the time about how there's no separation, all things are connected. That's what this is resonating. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love it. Do you have any other questions? Anything else I could add for you? This is amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. This video is going to be awesome. All right, let me catch up in chat. Oh yeah, talking about my about my face. It's cool. Look at it. Look at that little guy. I yeah, I do like that. I do like that. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for that video, T. Oh, that's actually a very good question. That's a really good question, Tiptoe. So when I use, so like when we talk to each other, and use like our YouTube names or like our nicknames, um, those names resonate different. They have a different vibration. So it's kind of like if you have a family nickname, which I know most of us probably have a family nickname, where if anybody outside your family calls you that, oh, you might catch some hands. Um, that nickname within the family is going to have a different vibration, not just because it's a different name, but because of who is speaking it to you. And that could be good or bad because all those vibrations are neutral. So it encompasses the good and the bad all in one. So it's like having that name and then using like um, your name like in a professional sense. So you can actually look at how your different names are vibrating and what are the vibrations that are putting out into the world and what how those vibrations are pulling energy to you because your name is so important. So you can um like in this space where you can choose um the name that you want to use, you can be very intentional about what name you're using or what you tell people to call you. Um, and that would be more intentional for the vibrations that you want to put out and bring in. So you can also think about it as like when you are starting a business, the name of your business, whether it's a business, it's a nonprofit, it's anything where you want to be able to draw people in, you should be very intentional and understand what are the vibrations that you're putting out in the world because then those vibrations are also pulling in energy and that could come in the form of people, of business, of topics. Um, yeah. So yeah, it's very interesting to think about. Yeah, that was a good question. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Josh. Exactly. So it's whatever vibrations you want to put out into the world because that's your connection point to other people, but also to any vibrations that are outside of yourself. But it also attracts in. So, sometimes we be seeing some people's YouTube names and I be looking, especially especially when they come into like koala's chat. When they come into koala's chat and I'm like, how are he gonna read that name? Because he does such a good job of acknowledging as many people as he can. There's some names I'm like, how's he gonna say that name? It actually makes me laugh. That's one of the things I actually enjoy is waiting to see how he's going to say people's names. Okay, cool. Yes, LT. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Um, just send me a message in Discord to remind me, and I'll clip it for you. So then you have it. Exactly. I was thinking that Tiptoe Joe, but I didn't want to put your business all out there. Yeah, if it's the same for both, um, then yep, you're good. You're good. Same vibration for both. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yes, Josh, that's exactly it. We should look at I see you because that yeah, that is exactly what he does. I see you, like crazy ass name. Oh my goodness. I want to actually look real quick before we go back to our other numbers, but I want to see. Let's look at the vibrations of that phrase, I see you. Really, Tiff Tiff? Oh, ooh, oh yeah, you are Aquarius. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna read Tiff Tiff's numbers for her birthday. Ooh, that just made me so happy. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing I see you. And you know what's so funny? It always makes me giggle because, I see you is like the same as I see you. And like when you see this ICU, it's like, oh no, that's not a good thing to be in that ICU. But this ICU is usually taken as very, very positive. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, having the same vibrations for both names is amazing. Okay, so let's look at this one over here first so we can compare. So this is 9 plus 3 plus 21. Yeah, I figured that's why you were asking, but I wanted to not put your business out there. I tried. I mean, I appreciate you sharing your vibrations and letting me into your heads, but I'd be trying really hard not to put your business out there, not read too much. Okay, so this is 33, which is interesting. Going to a 6. Huh. Okay, we're not going to focus on that. We will focus on this one. I was about to get all caught up. But let's look at the word see first, which is 19 plus 5 plus 5. So that is 29. I see you. You're right, Josh. Oh my gosh. Don't be giving me all kinds of extra stuff because my mind will go all over the place and we'll be down a whole crazy rabbit hole. So this is interesting because with this 29, which goes to an 11 and a 2, so just the word see is like bringing an ending to division or to dualism. It's like closing the gap on separation. That's very cool. That's cool that just that is um bringing that. And then let's do we'll add oh my gosh, that's cool. Okay. So, I'll share. Let me share. So, I see you actually adds up to 99. Which goes to 18 and another 9. But it's bringing an ending or a completion. Um, but what really got me is that this 99 is the numerical vibration of the word ascension. And we were just talking about a couple weeks ago, and I think I have a video on it, where this 99 is where we have like this continuum where we have ascension, like on this side, which would be like what you could think of as like the most positive of like raising your vibration. Um, And also, we have judgment over here. Can I spell judgment? Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. And both of these are 99. So, what that means is that by using this phrase, I see you, you can be taking this vibration from judgment over to ascension. And in ascension is where healing can happen. I love that. That's cool. That just made me really happy. I'm glad I looked at it. I'm glad we looked at it. Josh, do you really want me to do ICU? You know what? I'm gonna do the numbers, and if they are interesting, I'll share them. And if they're not, you're gonna have to look at it by yourself. Mm, I mean, it's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna show you because it's funny. I think it's funny. You all might not think it's funny, but I think it's kind of hilarious. Okay, so because Josh be tapping into these crazy vibrations. So look, I see you. This adds up to 58. And if you remember last week on our hip hop week, 58 is the life path number of our good friend Lawbury. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that kind of made me laugh. That was kind of a good one. That was kind of funny. So you now have your own inside vibrational joke, Josh. You and the universe are making vibrational jokes together. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love you all so much, but there are several of you that, yeah, I gotta make sure not to get caught up in your heads. Not just you, Tiptoe. Not just you. Or not draw you into mine. Because if I draw you into my head and you start seeing the world like I see it, we all might go insane. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Yes. 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 You see how that is happening, LT? Like you put out there that you were really talking about the vibration of 3 and why you use it, and now it's going to keep coming up cuz even this 58 goes to 13. So there's another 3 right there. It's awesome. I love it. I love how everything is always connected. Oh, hi, Dieter. Thank you so much for being here. It's so good to see you. Thanks for dropping in and sending all kinds of good positive vibes. We love that. You can take some with you as well. Oh my gosh, Josh. I know. I be trying to stay out of your vibrations because the jokes you be dropping, especially like when nobody's paying attention, I be paying attention, Josh. I be seeing your jokes in everybody's chat. And the vibrations on them are definitely inside jokes with the universe. It's a good thing, like, we're not on camera because I'll be cracking up. That was a good one. All right, so we got LT. So now let's look at Ron's 3. Interesting. Huh, okay, okay. Whoa, Ron. Whoa, Ron. Slow your vibrations down because you got Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta find a clean space. Because you just gave me the number three, but the way it's connected to you is coming through really cool. Ooh. Okay, let me look at it. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna drink some water. This is about to be a good one. That is so interesting. Huh. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Okay. This is so interesting. So with any of these vibrations, um, like what I see is how these vibrations are woven together, like how these different vibrations and energy are used together and weave together, um, but also how they move. So if I were to focus on like the wind, I can see how the vibrations of the wind are weaving together, and it kind of looks like how um, like a flag would be in the wind because I can see the movement and the motion. Same thing if I don't always like to look at it because it looks really weird and it feels very invasive. But if I look at the body of somebody's body, I usually only do this with like my children because like it's okay for me to invade their vibrational space. I try not to do it to anybody. But if when I do, or if somebody wants me to look at what how the vibrations are moving through the body, I can actually see the movement of the air and the blood through the body. So, why this is significant is because that movement a lot of the times comes through as shapes. Um, and changing shapes is how it looks. And so that's what's happening with Ron's 3 right now. Like when I keep looking at it, um, it's it's a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement of that energy, but it's around and like weaving within his energy. So it's kind of like this three vibration is weaving. So, like, if we just use his name, it's like the three vibration is weaving between the vibrations of his name. So, those different letters and creating movement. And if we just think about three in general, so three in general really is like a vibration of growth. But with three in particular is where I have to remind myself, and really all of us, that um, all of these vibrations are neutral. And so they encompass both the positive and the negative of that vibration. And so growth is not always a positive thing. You can grow in negative ways, or in like a direction that would be perceived as negative, whether it's being perceived as negative by yourself or from somebody outside of yourself. So that makes sense why this is moving so much, because it's like it's moving in a way where it's the growth is different. Huh, interesting. So, what it looks like, the best way I can describe it, I wish I could draw better, because if I could draw better, then you all would get some really cool pictures of what the heck I see. But I can't. So, you're going to continue to get the stick figures. You're going to continue to get the stick figures and the two-dimensional wonky shapes. I apologize. But what it looks like is like a triangle that is weaving amongst his vibration and like we could use his name, so it's almost like it's weaving among. I don't like the O there. I like the O here. It's like it's weaving amongst these vibrations. Um huh. And with vibration, the motion is very interesting because it can move in multiple directions at the same time. Like it's not unidirectional. Like it doesn't like have one way one way signs. I don't know why I said that. So this is actually moving where it's spinning both. It's like spinning like in both directions. But also it's like if you've ever seen like those fractal pictures where it's like the shape is folding in on itself and like the corners are changing, that's what's happening. I do not know how I would draw this any other way. So you gonna have to ask me questions to be able to get any more out of me. But it's really interesting because it's like it's spinning, but in both directions. So because it's spinning in both directions, um, it essentially looks like it's not moving in as far as the spinning. But then it's like folding in on itself, and the different sides are like exchanging. But that is like the weaving motion. So this three is coming in as this triangle shape, and it's weaving amongst his vibrations. Um, and I do see something similar when it's for most people when they have like a favorite number, because that a lot of times is a vibration that is it's just resonating very loudly in their life, and so you see it coming up, and so then that's why it's woven in with his vibrations or with our vibrations, because it's like interacting with our vibrations so strongly, if that makes sense. um it is trippy. It is. Welcome to my world. This is why I have to come here and share this with y'all. Because usually I just be looking at this stuff by myself, and then I'll be looking real crazy. And luckily, I don't care if I look crazy anymore. But I do. I'll be looking at stuff. I'm like, wow, that's moving real interesting. Oh my gosh. You all. Okay, I'm looking at the chat because I like to. Okay, yeah, this is cool. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh, I love y'all. You're funny. You all are hilarious. Oh, okay. So if we now put in, wow, that it looks so cool. But let's put in the number vibrations of the name so we can see where what's getting woven together. Oh, who's being naughty? So R is 18, and O is 15, and then N is 14. So that's interesting. So already what I'm seeing is that you see how there's the one in each of these. So we have the one vibrations. That's actually what this three vibration is connecting to, because three ones together is three. So it actually looks like this. And then we have the 8 here that's like connected and woven in here, and we have the 5 here that's woven and connected in there, and we have the 4 here that's woven in and connected there. That's very cool. So those one vibrations are the anchor points for being able to weave these together. Um, and then if we add this up, so if we do 18 plus 15 plus 14, we get 47. And then if we add 3 to this, now we get 50. So what this 3 is doing is so using Ron's name, where his name is this 47, which is an 11 to a 2, where any of these vibrations that resonate at this 11, we can have this back and forth where you're like the energy is constantly moving between do I need to make a choice, or is there division, to there's no division, I've made a choice, and then back around again. And I think this is kind of what we were seeing when we were looking at Ron's energy, where it's like this round and around. But what the 3 is doing, so this 3 vibration is coming in and it's bringing some stability, because with that 3 added in there, now this vibration of God or the universe can come in, and it can bring real change. And so that's what it's attempting to do. And that's why also it's moving that way, because it's trying to, it's kind of like, it looks like it's untangling. It's untangling at the same time that it's weaving. And I think that's the, like the movement, like this outside movement I was talking about over here. So like this movement back and forth here is like an untangling. Oh yeah, I forgot to pin my link tree this time. Rumple, if you could grab it, I'll pin it. Thank you for the reminder, Judy. But it's like this is untangling, and then this is creating the weaving. And the new weaving, like the new way that those vibrations are coming together, that's what's bringing the change. So it's like the 3 is coming into Ron's life as a favorite number, and we've already seen the 3 come into LT's life, and the way that it's moving is to bring a different kind of growth. It's to help these vibrations to weave in a different way to bring change. Interesting. Man, oh man, are you guys in for a treat when somebody figures out how to project what I see onto a screen? You're gonna see some shit. Oh my goodness, I cracked myself up. All right, let me get some water and catch up in chat, and I'll get this pinned. Maybe I'm trying to see how I can get this. Okay, there we go. Maybe, maybe I can pin it. You know, sometimes it just don't want to be pinned. Oh my gosh. Why doesn't it want to pin it? Oh, there you got another one. Okay. All right, let me try this now. Come on now. I try to be fancy and I try to look cool, like I know what I'm doing, but I really don't know what I'm doing. And then you all see it and it shows, and then I look crazy. All right, let me try it a different way. Let me try it a different way. I yes, I saw that it wasn't an actual link, but that's not actually my problem. My problem is that I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, 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 wait. Yeah, I did it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't ask me to do that again though, because I won't remember how I did it, but I did it. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Rumple. This is very interesting. I mean, like, I don't want to embarrass Ron, but Ron has very interesting energy. And it is very hard for me to look away from interesting energy. No, no, Ron, it's not cursed. It's not cursed energy. It's interesting in that, like, how it's moving. It's like things like vibrations that are things that you wouldn't expect to come together and be working together are working together, and that's what makes it interesting. Okay, I'm gonna leave Ron alone for now. For now. Let's go grab. Let me grab. I think Jew's next. Yeah. All right. Let's look at Jew's number here. We got Ron. Got Ron's 3, and then we want to look at Jew's 2851. So Jew, let me know, or let look at all these threes. Look what you started, LT. You see all these threes everywhere? That's so funny. Okay, let's look at Jew's 2851. So Jew, let me know when and where you saw this number, why why it's significant to you, and I could probably give you some additional information by knowing that. Let's see. Let's go back. I do. You want to let me know if you have anything else, and if you don't, it's okay. About 2851, and if it's associated with your name. Because I put the name there so I can remember whose it was. But if there's a special connection to you, when we can use your name to look at it. Hmm. An old favorite number. Okay. I was gonna ask you if this came up on a game or something because it feels like some little kids jumping around. So when it's coming out, like it's coming out or coming from your energy, dude, it's like it's jumping around. I like it. It's funny. It's making me laugh. Yeah. Okay. So, mm, yeah, this looks okay. So this is feeling like um where it's like outside forces, or like um other people or other energy are trying to tell this vibration to be like this is the proper way of doing things. Um and it doesn't want to. It Each of these vibrations, so each of these numbers very much wants to be its own individual, doing its own thing, moving in its own way. Um and so it does not want to be this 79. Does not want to be this 79. Instead, it does want to be just the 16, um, where each one of these vibrations is its own independent self. Oh my gosh, that's so interesting that that's what's coming up. It's like this vibration is very much increase it. Oh, okay. Make it big. Whoa! Where'd it go? Because he needs his glasses. That's right. He doesn't have his glasses yet. He doesn't have his glasses yet. There you go, Jew. There you go, Jew. That's for you. We love you, Jew. We 54 you. Oh my gosh. That is too funny. And you got me too, because I was in the zone. Dead ass serious. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I know you were, but it was hilarious. Okay, so yeah, it's like each one of these vibrations is wanting to stand alone, um, but like also being in a group. It is like, it's like the way these vibrations are working, it is like four little kids just having a good time where they're together, but you're not sure if they're actually playing together or are they just like playing in the same space. Because they're in the same space, they're interacting somewhat with each other, but they're also operating very individually. And so like this, it's kind of like, so this one energy, it's like wanting to look at everything. It's wanting to look at everything and explore everything new. It's like wanting to be all over and constantly looking at things. And at the same time, this five energy is like, um it is that change, but it's like it's wanting to, ooh, this five energy is trouble. I hope these vibrations are not representative of who you were when you were a child, Jew, because this five is naughty. It's like the way this five is running around is, it's like wanting to like knock down everybody's sandcastle. It was like, here, take that change, take that. That's funny. Oh my gosh, why is it coming through this way, Jew? Why? You're messing up my brain hole. I said brain hole. That's hilarious. Hey, thanks for being here. Ah, you look good in blue too. I'm so glad you made it. This eight is, it cycles, but it's like running around in circles. Jew, what in the world? What am I looking at? You're messing up my brain with your brain, sir. And right after I saw all that crazy stuff with Ron, oh man, this is hilarious. But it makes sense because this two is where it's ending dualism. It's ending the division. This is where your choose peace is coming from. It's coming from this too. And so this makes sense. It's almost like you've grown through these different vibrations. That is so interesting. And it's almost like these vibrations aren't even necessarily wanting to get to this part of the story. The way they're operating is they're telling their own story in their own way. And that's how they want it. They want to be able to tell the story in their own way. This is so funny. I just keep it. Can't be bringing me all of these interesting vibrations that get me like going into a weird trance and looking all crazy on live. But this is very cool. So, so basically, Jew, by um, the, even though this is like your old favorite number, it's still very much connected to you. And basically, how these vibrations are working is like they're telling a part of your vibrational story of like um, growing up and maturing and developing into who you are, but also because they're operating as individual energies, as individual vibrations, you're able to tap into these whenever you want to be able to use them. So, and they're still around. So even if so it's kind of like, all right, if you want to do something new, if you want to do something new, then you could tap into this one energy, because this one energy is moving with curiosity. Oh my gosh, why do I have to try and spell that? Curiosity. We're just going to say that that's spelled right, and if it isn't, just pretend like you can't read it. So if you want to build something new or do something new, then you can draw from this one energy. If you I don't think you're good. That's weird. What? You said 5. Judy, his favorite number is 5. This destructive, violent 5 here is Drew's favorite number now. This is what you tapping into, sir? Because this change is like smashing people's castles, their sand castles, knocking down their block towers. That's how this 5 is behaving. That's how this vibration is behaving. That's hilarious. But you do have this 2. So to be able to really tap into this 2 energy, this 2 energy is where you want to go. So remember that with these vibrations, we write them left to right, but we actually read them in their vibrational story right to left. So this 2 is the last part of this story. The 2 is this last step. And so when you are jumping back to this 5, you're actually jumping back into the story. What you should be doing is focusing here on this 2, where this 2 really is, it's understanding. So like if you think of the 11 to 2, with the 11, it's understanding that there are 2 extremes. So there are these choices. There are these 2 things. But instead of just choosing one, because even if you just choose one, you still are in this 11 mode where you're going back and forth between these. Instead, you want to find the pieces that work for you, that help you to be in the vibrational space that you want to be in, and that is for your greater good. And you want to put that together. So that helps you get to the 2. So it's not a choice between extremes. It's not choosing one extreme or the other. It's finding the parts of each extreme that actually are good for you and work for you in your vibration. And you create something new. So it's like, create for you what it means to choose peace. Understanding that there's these 2 extremes, and that, but both extremes do have a time and place and do have a purpose. So you can use them together to create something new. So for anybody that has these numbers in these 11 2 numbers, so any of these numbers that are adding up to 11 or 2, so if you are seeing them If they're your life path number, if they're part of your name or they're your name number. Um, this is a huge story that is happening right now vibrationally. Where in the earth space, um, we are seeing so much of this polarization and this division because we need to see very clearly what are the extremes. And we need to be able to see those extremes so that we can understand them well enough to find a neutral middle. That's what this two is. This is the neutral space that is coming out of those two extremes. So when we think about what the new energetic space is, the vibrations that need to flow and come into that space, it is very different and new. It's not either extreme. Both extremes are, ooh, I almost said a bad word. But maybe it's necessary. Like both extremes are fucked up right now. They always have been, but it's very clear right now that neither one of those extremes is really working and going to really bring us to the place that we need to be. And so we have to understand those extremes well enough to create a new vibrational space in that too. Dang, Jew! Why you bringing me all this deep stuff to talk about? Making my brain hurt. That's very interesting. That's very cool. I'm looking. I'm looking to see what else is happening. See if there's anything else. Yes. Yes, we are. There is something else. It's something else actually in um the phrase that you use. So in the choose piece. Oh, okay. I'm seeing it now. Yeah, okay. So choose peace. So the word peace is 30, but this is the same vibrational this is the same vibration as the word fear. And so it's like these are the extremes for this. Is it's peace or fear. And so when you act out of fear, there's a level of that's funny. Stop it, Rumble. um, there's when you're acting out of fear, there is like a level of um, survival. There are things that you learn by acting out of fear that actually do serve you, that are a good thing. Um, but not all of it. And same thing on the peace side, where we we would love to be able to move and maneuver in a peaceful place and always be able to choose peace. Um, but in the world that we live in, that's not always necessarily possible. But so it's finding the the parts of how peace is defined for you that actually are adding um, to who you are and where you want to be. So we have this continuum, but then choose is one of these 11. It's 65, which goes to the 11 too. So within this phrase, you're getting this continuum like the 11, and you are also getting the 11. The 11 too. Yeah. So instead of choosing one extreme or the other, or like flip flopping between the extremes, you want to find what are the things at each of these positions that have actually served you well. So, what has served you well at each of these places? And you bring that to this neutral middle. So then you're creating a neutral vibrational space for you to really, truly choose peace. Dang, Jew. Look what you got going on in your brain, yo. Making my head hurt. I love it. That's so interesting. Oh, there you go, Josh. I knew you were going to have something. Let's see. Look at, so see, look. I can't be sleeping on Josh because look, the word peace this way 38, 11, 2. So choose peace is actually is um 2 11s. That was a good one. That was a good one. They're all good ones. I love doing this. This is fun. So is it time for Josh's 333? Is that what we're on our list? Yeah. So Josh, give me some context. Let me know where you've been seeing this, how often you've been seeing it. If you've been collecting context of like you've been seeing it as a time or at a certain time or like yeah, if you've been collecting any of that context around this 333, let me know that. And we'll do 333 and we can do spiderweb together because both of those are for Josh. Oh my gosh. Rumple, you're hilarious. What we could do, Rumple, is we could go back and we could clip it and make it an image and then blow it up to like 3 pages. And then we could send that. We could send that to Jew. So he'll be alright. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you've seen it as a time and then on YouTube, so like on certain videos. or like lives? Because that's actually pretty significant. Have you kept track of where on YouTube you've seen it? Yes, LT. I love that quote. Good one. Good one. Okay, I'm gonna find a space. Let me find a space, and we can put 333 and spiderweb. Somewhere maybe we'll go over here. Ah, what I did. I'm so smarticles. So we're going to look at. Okay, okay, that's cool. I'm glad that you're starting to at least be aware of like when and where you're seeing the vibrations, because that'll help draw out some of that information. I'm gonna put spider web here too, so I don't forget. Do that too. So, we know that whenever we have these triple digit numbers, that it's drawing our attention. And so it's really good to have that context, Josh, because I actually use these kinds of numbers to let me know what YouTube content I need to be looking at, because there's usually deeper messages in there. And so if you're seeing them like in lives, then you could start thinking about, or at least paying attention to, what is the topic at the time that it's coming up, but also who are the people that you're interacting with, because it seems to be drawing your attention to necessary connections. I don't know why that's the term that's coming up, but that's what's coming up. It's necessary connections. And the connections can be between you and other people, but it can also be connections to information. Let me make sure you can see this. So this seems to be drawing, it's like drawing your attention, your awareness to necessary connections. So connections that need to be made or maintained. Um, Three very much is growth. And so it's these necessary connections that are meant for your growth, but not just for your growth, but for you to be able to grow in multiple areas of life, so you can bring an end to a cycle. So it feels like this is drawing your attention to the connections or to the paths that need to be taken in order to bring an end to some of these cycles that have been happening. And I don't know if this is true, but in the Twitch that I did on Wednesday, were these similar messages coming for you? So when I channel like I do on Twitch, or even when I do here, like I said at the beginning, I have to go back and I have to watch it myself, because I don't remember a lot of times what I said. I'm just bringing the information into the space for us to be able to use, but I don't remember what was said. So but it is coming up that this is connected to message that you were given or that pertained to you? Oh, Josh, are you the Gemini? Because Gemini is that yeah, Gemini is the 3. Gemini is third house. It's the third zodiac sign. Yeah. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, good. I'm glad that it's connecting and it's making sense. But it is like it's coming into your space to draw your attention to that you are getting messages, you are getting the information that there's necessary connections. Connecting to it very much looks like it is some people, um, but it's also information. Certain pieces of information are really important for you right now. And it's interesting that you said spider web because it is beginning to, like, as I look at the vibrations longer, it is like, I can't draw. I can't draw for shit. But it is looking like, and here, LT, here's your 3 again. You might need multiple clips. But it is looking like the the 333, and actually I'm going to do it this way because it's not just 3, but it is 333. It's drawing your attention in to these different paths that need to be taken, these necessary connections that need to be taken. And they're kind of coming out like tendrils like this, and connecting into um, different parts of your life. And it is like what I can compare it to is like if you've ever looked at animations of how neurons work in the brain, where they have the tendrils that are coming out and they're connecting with each other, and like as one is activated, then it's activating others, and all of those are necessary for the growth, and not just growth in one area of life but all areas of life, because it's this 333. So pay close attention to when that it's coming up. We'll need to go back. Oh yeah, right, you're a Gemini sun. Yep, your mind. Yep. So we'll need to go back and pull more of that message that came through on Wednesday, because that'll help in navigating some of this. But also just pay attention um, to who is coming up around this 333, but also what is the information that is being presented. And remembering that the vibrational story could be, is usually, as always, like underneath the surface of the actual words. So when it comes up, if there's a certain word or a certain phrase or a certain lyric um, that is like being amplified, it's coming through your intuition as louder, then that's giving your next set of clues to be able to make those necessary connections that you need. This is cool. means growth is happening. That's exciting. I'm super excited for that. So keep bringing that here. Let's dig through it, and if you have questions, let me know. That's like that's awesome. That actually makes me really really happy and excited for you. Because it is. It's like these tendrils that are growing out, coming out of this growth that are ending cycles. It's ending how things were happening in your life and coming into your life. It's actually very cool. Look at you all making my brain work today. I like it. Okay, let me see what you're saying here. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. I'm so glad you see it because that is exactly what it's looking like. Like it's being activated in one place, and so then it's sending the signal down very specific paths. Like it's giving you the steps. That's very cool. All right, let's look at spider web, and then I will go get some tea and oh, and eat some more food. I've been eating a lot today. I think it's because I went to the gym extra the last couple days because I ate so much cake for my birthday and for Christmas. And because Cousin B said the whole week was my birthday week, I just ate cake all week. So I needed to like get that sugar out my system. And so now I've been hungry. Oh, you're welcome, Josh. I'm glad it was helpful. So let's look at the layers of this word. Um, so let's look at spider first. I know Judy is crazy. But Cousin B said that it was my birthday the whole week. So that meant I needed cake and ice cream the whole week. No, 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 thank you, Rumple. No, thank you. That's what my girls used to say when they were little. When they didn't want to share, they'd be like, no, no, thank you. Like, you better share. No, no, thank you. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That was a good memory. All right, so Spider is 71. Okay, let's look at Web. Oh, so it wasn't Spider that was the important one. It was Web. Because Web is 30. So here's that 3 again. And where we just talked about how 30 is the vibrational, um, it's the vibration for the word fear and for peace. Oh my gosh. You all don't don't make cousin B coming here. You know you will all be in trouble then. Oh my gosh. And speaking of cousin B, I think Josh invoked him into the space because Spiderweb is 101, which is the same as cousin B. And look, we've been talking about this 11 to 2, and here it is again. But here we have the extra assistance of this zero. So, this God or universe energy, it is working with us to be able to diminish this one. So, it's diminishing the way that we are seeing this energy, and it's enhancing this one. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm like writing off screen like there isn't a whole topic here. Look, there we go again. Full circle, same messages over again. Maybe finally one day we'll get it. We'll finally get our messages. Oh my gosh. Mm. You better stop, Josh. You better stop. Yeah, this is cool. Wow. We did good today, y'all. We did good today. These were some really, really good messages, really good information. Um, LT, don't forget to send me a message of where you want clips or need clips. Um, Rumple, you can let me know where we need to get a screenshot for Jew. Blow it up. But anybody else, if you want clips, let me know. This was very cool. Good work, everybody. Woohoo, go team. That was me giving myself and all of you a high five. Go team. Oh, okay. So I am going to go get some tea and I'm going to get something to eat. And then I'm going to go and poke around in Ron and Drew's head because it's interesting in there. I'll let you know first. I don't do it without you knowing. But yeah, I think that's what we do. So for tomorrow, when we get together and we are talking about hip hop and the hip hop space, we're just focusing in on the moon energy. So we're gonna look at moon energy, but what you want to bring tomorrow for discussion. Hey, what are you? I don't like you. Go away. What we want to bring for discussion. So I'm gonna gather some. And if you gather more, that'll be great because we want different events that happened within hip hop within 2025. So, what were some significant events that happened in 2025 in the hip hop space? Bring their dates, and we're going to look at what the moon was doing at that time. Because remember, the moon is that heart space. Um, it's also the vibrational equivalent of the mother. So I think we're going to have some interesting discussion tomorrow. Thank you all so much for being here. Make sure that if you didn't hit the like on the way in, you hit the like on the way out. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so, so very much. I love you all very much. And thank you, Rumple and Cousin B, for being my mods. I'm really excited to see what those energies, our three energies together, can do and create this cool space. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. I'm sure I'll see you around. And definitely tomorrow. Don't ask me what time. You already know. I don't know what time. I'm not even going to say anything because then I'll be a liar. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.